What's up, friends? This is Mike, and today I'm gonna talk about what is API, Application Program Interface. For me, the first obstacle to understanding what API is this name. It's terrible. It doesn't ring any bell at all. But API is nothing more than just an interface to an app. And what is an app? It could be like a web app, it could be like a phone app, it could be like a package. It's just an interface so the client can get resources from your app. That's the way the client will communicate with your app in order to get the resources they want. What type of resources? It could be anything, really. It could be pictures, it could be videos, it could be songs, whatever it is that your app has to offer. Let's make an analogy, shall we? Let's imagine that a library would be the equivalent to an app or the server, but let's stay with app. What are the resources that the library has? The library has books, and let's say you want to get a book. This is you are the client. How can you get the book from the library? You can't just walk in there and grab it. You're gonna need to interact with an interface. So the librarian would be the equivalent to an interface. In order for you to get a book, you have to walk in and ask the librarian to go and get the book that you want. Let's say then that you want to get the book Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring to be more precise. So you come in to the librarian and then you make a request for the book that you want to the interface, which is the librarian. Once you made the request, the librarian, they will go get the book and give it back to you as a response to your request. All right, how can this analogy make you understand what API is in reality? Let's get a little bit more technical. Let's understand it a little better, shall we? Let's say you have an old computer. You don't want to throw it away. So you decide you're going to make the world a better place. And the way you're going to do that is by leaving your computer on 24/7, running as a server. And you're going to put a lot of pictures of cute dogs and cute cats for people to all over the world to access. You put all these pictures in your computer. This rectangle is your computer, and there are two folders in your computer: photos of dogs and cat pictures. Now you want to make this available for everyone. And how can people access these pictures? How can people talk to your server? Every computer, they have an IP address, which is a very long number, and that's how other computers, they can talk to your computer. But this is a very hard number to remember. What do you do? What apps do? What servers do? They go to those domain providers, they buy a website address. Let's say cute.com. That's much easier to remember. Every client that goes on their browser and type cute.com, they will be redirected to your IP address and will have access to your machine. So where are the clients? Clients could be browsers, could be a phone that is accessing the internet. Okay, so here we have your computer. Your computer is going to be the app, the server. You have the resources, these pictures of cats and dogs, and you have the clients that they can communicate to your server through the cute.com website. But how can they get the pictures if there is no interface for the client to communicate? Let's add an interface to it, shall we? This is our API. This is the interface to our app. So far, our API only has two options, and I named them exactly as the name of the folders where we have the pictures. This one is cat pictures. This one is photos of dogs. Let's say the client wants to see the pictures of cats. They just go to your website, cute.com/cat pictures. That's gonna send a request to your app saying that the client wants to see the pictures of cats. As soon as your API, your server gets that request, will go get the cat pictures and return these cat pictures to the client as a response. And those pictures will be displayed on the browser. Now we have an interface in which the client can interact with your app in order to get the resources they want. What if we want to see just one specific picture of one specific dog? Every single picture is a resource, and every resource has an identifier that is unique to that resource. We have here, like inside this folder, 3 pictures of dogs. Each of them has an ID. One has ID 1, 2, and 3. So you as the client, how can you make a request to get that specific specific photo that you want. If you type cute.com/photos of dogs slash the ID of the picture that you want, you basically making a request to the server, telling the server you want to see that one specific picture. So you get that picture as a response. Cool, everything is cool. Let's say now there are like many people like you that want to turn their computer into server to provide the same service that you provide. Pictures of dogs, pictures of cats, thousands of people are doing that. Let's see another one specifically that create an API that is different from yours. Instead of cat pictures, let's say it's picture of cats. Instead of photos of dogs, it's dog pictures. In that case, the client would have to know every single server has their own way to build an API, has their own architecture style. Imagine you're a developer building those front-end experiences for all these apps, and each one of them have their own architecture style, their own way to build their API. It will be madness. Every job that you have now, you have to basically learn everything from scratch. And that's basically how the internet was when it was created. It was complete madness. No wonder why developers were called webmasters back then. Wouldn't it be nice if there was just a pattern, if there was just an architectural pattern that will make everything simple? Everybody would follow that pattern, and then it would be really easy to move from one project to the other. It would be really easy for clients to know how to put in the request for the resources they want. A beautiful world with a standardized pattern of designing an API. And for that reason was created the REST architectural style. And if you use that architectural style in your API becomes a RESTful API. Wait. Now it's getting too complicated, right? No, it's quite the opposite. With the REST architecture style, now you can easily move from one project to the other and know what to expect. When you're working with this structure, you're always thinking of resources, everything resources. So for our app, what exactly are the resources that we're offering? We have photos of cats, photos of dogs. All these resources, regardless whether they're cats or dogs, all these are photos, right? This is the main resource, photos. So you as the client can access the photo resources from our app by going to your browser and typing qt.com/photos. This will give you back all photos that we have. What if you want to see a specific picture of a dog? Following this pattern, that will be qt.com/photos/dogs/ the ID of the dog. So let's say Chew, qt.com/photos/dogs/Chew. That will give you the picture that you want as a response. But do you really see the benefit in following this pattern? Now you can pretty much work for any company that as long as they follow this pattern, you know what to expect. Let's say there is another website with photos of dogs and cats out there. The only thing that will change in your request will be the qt.com part. If they're following this pattern, it's going to be exactly the same. You can expect to see website/photos/cats/ID and so on. That will be applied to everything out there. Let's play around with this idea, okay? There is an app out there where users can post pictures and videos of themselves. The address for that web app will be called picturesandvideos.com. In that app, people can sign up and create their own user, and then they can upload pictures to their profile, and other users that use that app can also see those pictures. Let's say I created a user there, and the ID for my user is 42. How can you access my user page? Can you guess? The resource in this case is the user. You're trying to see my user page. So it will be picturesandvideos.com/users/42. And okay, I have photos and I have videos. How can you see all my photos? Picturesandvideos.com/users/42/photos. Now you can see all my photos. If you want to see my videos, picturesandvideos.com/users/42/videos. If you want to see a specific one, slash the ID of the video, and so on. You're just going deeper and deeper, specifying which resource that you want. And that's it. That's basically what API is. It's nothing more than an interface. in which clients can use it to interact with your app. So whenever someone asks you to build an API, they're asking you to build an interface so clients can get the resources they want from the app. Thanks for watching. Follow me for more programming videos. All my links are in my bio, and I'll see you on the next one.